Well, hello there, and welcome back to Congo. Last time we fought what will most likely be our last war against the Spanish. We set ourselves nicely up here for fabricating claims on the British colonies here that we'll be using as well as staging ground. Once we decide to go for the islands that the British have here, that we actually need to complete the achievement. With that said, however, we'll probably fight Mali again. We have a little bit of overextension to go on here. As you can see, I have about 39%. So I'm pretty sure that what I'll do here is use this army to destroy the rebels here, and then we'll actually go ahead and declare a quick war on Mali, take a province or two, and basically core them. We need to make this work. We need to make this work one way or another. So it's not like it's a big problem. Really, it isn't, so it should be perfectly fine. All that we really have to do now is wait for try to ally the Holy Roman Empire again. I'll give them about a decade, or I give them until 1760 to declare war on their own. If they don't declare war on their own by then, I'll declare war on Great Britain anyways. Also, if Britain actually doesn't, or if Britain breaks the alliance, we'll also go after them. So there's I guess you could say there's a lot of triggers to having me attacking them, but it will most likely happen. We'll also try and save up about 10,000 gold for the sole purpose of, being able to bribe out whoever we could actually end up in war with. So it's kind of a, way to make sure that no one will actually take us out by just July, August, September. Well, we'll wait and make an alliance first. That's what I'm saying. Having 10,000 gold is a surefire way to protect yourself, since you can basically then bribe out anyone. So that works nicely, but as I said here, we'll have to focus on protecting ourselves. I think we'll take a Spirited Corpse, however, because well, it is useful. With that, we get discipline plus 10%, along with the ability to use Force March. I think we'll also go ahead here and might as well just. I don't think we need press gangs really. Ships can repair in coastal sea zones, is actually fairly useful, so I think we'll take it anyways. Press gangs, ship cost minus 20%, and we also get ships can repair when in coastal sea zones, which also is actually fairly useful. But as I said here, we'll ally the Holy Roman Empire. Hopefully they drag us into war. They do not drag the British into. And if they do that, we'll probably attack once we get the opportunity here. As you can see, the French are actually at war with them, so maybe I'll get an opportunity to make something work. We'll simply have to wait and see. But I will go to war here against Mali, and the goal would be to take 1 or 2 provinces, depending on how much overextension is given. And I'll be using that as, well, it has to be done, so it doesn't really matter what I'm thinking here. Well, let's see here if we can find our heir. The 141 heir, I guess I should just start calling him the elected heir, but I really want him to perish in battle. But I doubt that will happen. So we'll just have to keep on going here and see if we get what we're after. So sieges have begun, and as I said here, I'm pretty confident that it'll end very quickly. So I'll just siege. I just want one province. I just have to siege one. We'll keep our eyes open and see if we get an opportunity to declare war on Britain without getting the whole Roman Empire into it. We'll wait and see. So, I'm pretty sure we have what we need here. I'm going to take Futajalon and Segu because, well, it brings me close to 100% overextension, but I'm pretty sure we can deal with the rebels without too many problems. And also, of course, I have claims to both provinces, so it's not a horrible idea to just take him, get it out of the way. I'll have to wait until we actually lift the siege in this province before I can core it, but as I've said here, we want everything that Mali has, and we'll probably just core it ourselves. I would presume that there will be about 2 more wars before we'll reach that point, but I'm pretty sure it shouldn't be a problem at all. We'll just have to be a little bit patient, and then it'll probably solve itself. But we're getting close. There are currently 9 provinces that are missing, and we have 75 years to get them. I can almost use a decade on each. So as I said, it doesn't have any haste. We can relax here. And also, of course, the fact that Britain is now actually losing to the French could potentially mean that the Holy Roman Empire decides to break their alliance with them, which would be beneficial to me, but we'll have to wait and see. hopefully it'll happen. I just realized that my math was, well, seriously off here. I thought I had 39% to go on, but apparently I didn't, because my overextension is now 105, or I probably made a mistake when I was looking at over aggressive expansion versus, well, everything else, and as a result now I'm getting punished for it. So, the first, I believe it's still 4 years, yeah, April 1752 is the closest, well, it's the closest I can actually get to solving this problem. I could always sell a province back to Mali, but I don't really feel like it. So I guess we'll suffer for 3.5 more years, unfortunately. It shouldn't be too many, really, it shouldn't be too troublesome, but we'll simply have to wait and see. I have at least spread out my troops a little bit in order to make it easier to actually deal with these guys. I believe there's actually someone on Cape Verde here, which sucks, because I then need to build another transport fleet. So let's just set up that secondary transport fleet here, and once I've done that, I'll get back to you. But I'm pretty sure that Cape Verde will actually fall before that time. Unfortunately, we'll simply have to see how it plays out. Well, unfortunately, my heir actually died here, and with that, we once again have put ourselves in an awkward situation here, because we are a succession war between the whole Roman Empire and Russia. I was hoping for the heir to die, but I was kind of expecting there to be a heir more or less at the ready, but apparently that's not the case, which of course is a little bit awkward, and potentially going to screw me over a lot here. I might have actually set up my own downfall here, but hopefully, let's hope that it's not something as bad as, as that, so to speak. But we'll simply have to wait and see. We'll also do an upgrade here in admin tech to level 25, gives plus 10% production efficiency. The British are still at war with the French, and as such, the alliance hasn't broken. I was not called into this war for some weird reason, but I guess that's fine. I'm very tempted to declare war on Britain, but I'll wait until I've solved my overextension issues. And also, since I do have that overextension, merchants are being sent back and forth, and I'm kind of losing count on them. But we are making money, so once again, it's not really something I need to be worried about. But we'll set up a secondary transport fleet here, and we'll basically just wait and see how things play out. I'm a little bit unsure if things will play out as I want them to. And apparently the French are starting to get, they're starting to get chummy with me, so I think I'm actually going to offer the French an alliance. And potentially I can actually use them to, my devices, almost. And, no, Russia actually set me as a rival, so that's not a surprise here. I'm a little bit unsure if my alliance with the Roman Empire will, keep going with myself, allying myself with the French, but we'll have to see here. I'm basically allied now with Central Europe, so I should be safe, but I'm a little bit unsure if that's actually the case. I guess we'll go ahead here and do an upgrade to public punishments. With that, we get Naval Diplomatic Tech 27, Naval Morale increased by 0.5, Maintenance increased by 25%, not too good. And we'll also go ahead here and do Military Tech 27, the Bayonet. With that, we get Infantry Fire plus 0.5, and we can now use Royal Mortars. So, we are doing fairly well for ourselves. We are in, I'm pretty sure we are in the lead when it comes to tech, so we are doing fairly well. Footage alone is almost scored, though. Apparently, it takes shorter time to score these things that I actually did to take, or core the Spanish provinces, which is kind of weird, but I'm happy with that, because that means that I suddenly don't have any overextension anymore, and I could potentially plot another war on Mali, should I so decide, and I think I actually do. So let us fabricate another claim on the last one there, and we'll probably go to war with these guys as soon as we can. Then it seems to be the best thing to do right now. So with that said, I'll just keep on setting everything ready for the war against Britain, and hopefully we can get that done soon. We'll simply have to wait and see. Well, it is time for another war against Mali. We have fabricated claims on all three of the provinces. There's just two provinces now that we do not hold cores on too, so it shouldn't be any problem to just get this done with. Great Britain is still at war with the French, unfortunately enough. The alliance with the Holy Roman Empire has still not been broken, but I sincerely wish that it will be. We have some issues here with, well, the people who are currently causing trouble for, well, my overseas armies, because there have been rebels on both of them, and we've suffered losses. Well, now 3 rebels have risen up on both islands, and we've suffered losses due to that. So hopefully here I can actually win this battle and not get completely wiped out, which is very much a possibility. But we won't worry about that. We'll siege Mali. We might actually get rid of Mali during this episode. I think I think it's actually a possibility, especially if you consider how fast we can actually cool their stuff. It definitely becomes a possibility. But as I said, with this we are getting closer to 0 overextension, which is good. And once we get there, we should be able to very easily take a couple of Mali's provinces for as well our own. We still have some Ashanti patriots, but I'll deal with them afterwards. It's not important to deal with them right now. But I'll keep on converting, and I'll wait until the war with all the sieges of the Mali lands are done, and then we'll see what we do afterwards. Unfortunately, I can't actually go for the full annexation because, well, it's too expensive. But we'll take these 3 provinces. It'll bring us up to 64% overextension, which should be fine. And once we actually cool this, we'll also be very, very close to getting, well, our goals completed. So it's not a horrible thing to do. We also have the admin points to actually core everything at right now, so it's not actually too horrible a situation to be in. And also I can have fabricated claim on the last province here, which also should make things, well, even better once we actually go ahead and annex them. So I'll allow the coring of these 3 provinces to proceed. It'll only take 3 years for some weird reason. Are these guys probably still sub-Saharan? No, they're actually westernized, so no idea why it takes actually so short time, but that doesn't matter. I'll still try and keep an eye on Britain, and hopefully here they'll end their war with the French here soon. We'll simply have to see how it goes. Once again, this is one of those hilarious events when you can actually earn a lot of cash. I think we'll just demand payment in full here. We'll get enough gold here to actually bribe potentially the Holy Roman Empire out of the war should they actually choose to join in. And with that, actually, part of my consideration here, I'm pretty tempted to actually take the war. Britain is, I believe, one of the 10 biggest, so I have no idea if they can actually be overtaken as a war leader. Let's see if we check by score comparison. Score. Spain, France, Holy Roman Empire, Great Britain in 6th. I'm pretty sure that the Holy Roman Empire can't actually become war leader. They might be able to, but I doubt it. And you can also see that we are currently at 3, 6, 9th place with, well, 1,800 points up to the next one. So we're quite far behind, but we are definitely doing well for ourselves. I think we're actually going to do what I just said. Go for that one war and see if we can actually pull something off here. Hopefully we can, but even if the Roman Empire actually becomes war leader and comes to crush me, I can very easily bribe them out. Let's see here. Let us offer a tribute. Gold. How many gold do you want? 8,000 or 8,100. So yeah, we'll send that offer. With that, we have the Holy Roman Empire out of the war. We can screw over Britain, and we might actually be ready here to just end this series, to be perfectly honest. The only thing that I kind of am worried about right now is running into the British Navy, which of course would suck. It would suck tremendously. So let us first and foremost, I should probably have done this before I declared that war, but let us join up our navies here and start protecting our lands. I can probably bribe out more countries even. But as I said here, I'm pretty sure we have what we need now to make something work. So I'll just go ahead here, get sieges set up on their tiny islands, and hopefully here we'll get the result we're after. I'm pretty sure we will get it, but who knows? Is this actually a connection? No, just a tiny island. But what am I warring for here? Flores? Yeah, I'm warring for this island here. So let's just get the siege up there, and hopefully here, as I said, we'll be able to. Yeah, That's kind of the problem here, the British Navy, so... And they have a pretty good admiral. But yeah, I need to join up my my armies here, or navies, whatever you want to actually call them, and then we'll see if we can rival theirs and potentially even destroy it. But for now, I think we'll end it here, and we'll do our naval war next time. It'll probably take a little bit of a little while before we can actually destroy this army, but that army.navy, but I'm pretty sure we can do it. As you can see, my navy is actually bigger than theirs, and most of their navy is actually right here. So if I just get my troops into siege positions, meaning that I'll probably have to use these two here to... I'll use 10,000 men on each of the islands, just to make sure they can withstand most attacks. So we'll set that up next time, and hopefully we might actually be done, get finished then. That sounds weird. Finish it up then. Let's just stick with that. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, praise, criticism, anything you feel like, and hopefully we'll be done next time. Bye.